Hello, everybody, and thank you for inviting me, Keith, to speak at this Healing Our Earth event and the 25th anniversary. It's hard to believe it, isn't it? 25th anniversary of World Tai Chi and Qigong Day. It's amazing. It's amazing. It all started by Bill so many years ago. Right. My name's Mark Peters, and today I'm going to be talking about Tai Chi in the Park and the events we're doing, Simpson and so on. But first, I'll give you a brief background about myself. So I've been practicing Tai Chi for the best part of 40 years. I originally trained in Malaysia, Singapore, Taiwan, and I've been running my own club, Kai Ming, for 30 years. In fact, 30 years, March 2024. So it's my anniversary event this year too. I've been a regional member of Tai Chi Union since it started. I sat on the board for 10, 15 years, and I was the chairman for the last 4 years. Keith and I worked together developing the national standards with SIMSPA, which came out in March 2022 after nearly 6 years of hard work. And really, it's brought us together to enable that whole industry of health and well-being in the sports sector to be tightened up to improve the quality control. And we'll get back to that later, and Keith will discuss that too. Really, I'm here to discuss about Tai Chi in the park and how to make it more inclusive. Whether you're aware, or certainly in the UK, there's a process called social prescribing, and there are social prescribers. It's about inclusion, and so you can go to your GP, and they will prescribe you an exercise, an activity, not just medication, but you can get Tai Chi on prescription, walking in the park on prescription, all to get people more active and more involved. So I started a Tai Chi in the Park project originally in 2011. First of all, at the local festival, and they said, will we carry on? And so, yeah, it grew from a small group, about half a dozen people in one park in South Birmingham, to 25 plus parks across Birmingham, to a more national project where other cities and even other countries came and visited us to see why what we were doing was working when some of their projects weren't building. And the reason it worked so well is because I was teaching, guess what we could call social Tai Chi or social Qigong. So rather than traditional in-depth study of the whole art of Tai Chi, same as yoga, you could call it social yoga and in-depth study of the whole art. Social Tai Chi and social Qigong was about being actively a part of a group, being active in terms of exercise, but of mind and body. Tai Chi and Qigong are mindful exercises. And doing that enable people to get much more involved. Each year with the World Tai Chi and Qigong Day, this encourages more people to spread and connect across the world. And that just spreads the word more easily and helps people connect much better. The park project closed obviously due to COVID 2020. But then once restrictions were lifted, outdoor activity was the first to be allowed. Although I'd been doing Tai Chi on Zoom and on YouTube for free to get people involved. So it was Tai Chi from my garden to get people involved. Once those restrictions were lifted, we started again and grew again to over 25 parks across Birmingham. And I started a Facebook group, Tai Chi in the Park. So if you go onto Facebook, search Tai Chi in the Park, you'll find a group. You can join, it's free. And it shares information, videos from my own classes, from other classes across Birmingham, from other classes across the world. Sometimes I stream live, so you can join in from wherever you are. Other people share pictures, photographs. The only rule is it has to be outdoors. And getting people more involved, the group's grown to the best part of 2,000 members, and more people join all the time from all around the world. In addition to this, I get involved with many hospitals and a number of research projects. We started painting a rainbow, I think it's 2017, to get, maybe longer than that actually, 2007, to get a support group involved where hospitals could refer patients with chronic conditions. And I trained staff in hospitals, so physios, OT, specialists, exercise instructors, all to get people involved in Tai Chi and Qigong, so that some people with a cardiac condition might not like going to the gym, but Tai Chi is really inclusive. And so they come to those classes. I train the staff in the hospital. They run the classes in the hospital. And then when they get discharged in the community, they can attend the classes and through Painting a Rainbow, through the Facebook groups, all to get people much more involved. The sheer nature of the mind and body approach of Tai Chi and Qigong makes it by nature a mindful activity. The two research projects I've been involved with, one was for cardiac rehab. We ran a study for 18 months at University Hospital Birmingham, and the impact was so great on patients that we got funding for the first ever Tai Chi video on the NHS. So you can get it from your local hospital. It's prescribed to patients, given out exercise classes. It's fully available across the UK. Tai Chi, a video of Tai Chi and Qigong available to patients that they can practice at home and support attending classes. It's amazing. The research really showed the difference. Another project we did is now referred to as the Tai Chi versus Zumba study. You can just Google search that and you'll find the study where we compared Tai Chi as an activity against Zumba. The idea was to show how older adults can be more active. The expectation was that Tai Chi would show improved balance, improved relaxation, improved circulation, and so on. And Zumba would be more aerobic. That was what the expectation was. We knew, or we expected more, but that's what they believed. And surprisingly enough, when they did all the tests, blood samples, scans, everything else, they showed that Tai Chi was actually and is actually as aerobic as Zumba. There's the same improvement in elasticity in blood vessels, same improvement in oxygen levels. There's no desaturation from people with heart conditions or lung conditions. So overall, Tai Chi and Zumba were shown to be as aerobic, and Tai Chi was also shown to reduce anxiety, improve balance, and improve flexibility. So it really surprised people. So more and more can be involved than they ever thought before. The studies are freely available. You can contact Keith and you'll get them sent to you. Or you can contact me. My email address is markpeters@kaiming.co.uk. So that's KAIMING.co.uk. Email me, I'll send you any information you want. Well, obviously, Keith will send that for you. The more we realize how inclusive Tai Chi and Qigong are, how more and more people can take part, whether it be indoors or outdoors, whether it be seated or standing. There's really no contraindications, there's no exclusions. The only reason people wouldn't do it is because they find it boring or there's no access in their area. But online has made that such a difference. People can access anything, anywhere these days. And the SIMSPA standards and the Tai Chi Union for Great Britain and the Healing Our Earth and the World Tai Chi and Qigong Days all increase people's awareness, all improve the quality standard. And as the standard pushes up, the quality pushes up, and the access to people pushes up. That's all we all want to do. Heal our earth, support people. If you think of this, it reminds me back from my engineering days that when I ran a factory, we put in something called a preventative maintenance plan. And that plan was that you would schedule in maintenance work to ensure the machines didn't break down and keep the production running, rather than waiting until they break and try and fix them. If you think of Tai Chi and Qigong as preventative maintenance planning, if you practice regularly, you become fitter, stronger, more active, more able. It's your preventative maintenance. So don't wait. People shouldn't wait until they break to repair. They should prevent damage in the first place by regular practice. So thank you very much. I know there's a lot of really good people coming to talk today, and you've got a lot of information to share, and I appreciate being asked. Have a great time. I wish I could be there live, but unfortunately I'm just not available. I'm not around on that date. Have a great day. Thank you very much, Bill. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, Keith. Bye-bye.